So, Mr. Kumar, we'll start with a very generic question. How does it feel?
Top of the world. I mean, it's just in the Oscar list, but yes, it's always a dream that somewhere you'll be associated with Oscar. It's always a childhood dream, my mother's dream, my wife's dream, my dream. And anyhow, like, on the podium, your name will be called out. So yes, it's a happy moment for the film, to everyone who's associated with the film. And we were not the official entry of India, but Vashuji thought otherwise, and he said, no, I trust in the film. And Jackie and Honey thought, okay, this should be approached as a separate entry. So we did that and forgot about it until just got a message that congratulations. For what? And suddenly came to know, okay, we will be listed, and Dhoni is also listed, and like everyone is happy in the film that finally justice has been done. And Aishwarya and Randeep and Richa and Darshan all like can't believe that something like this can happen actually, And Sandeep Singh, who's my partner, and it's basically because of him I got Sarbjit, otherwise I wouldn't have done. Suddenly all the things come back to you like, okay, we did something right somewhere.
When making the film, did you anticipate that you might someday reach this stage? Because the film is a very powerful subject.
Though you won't lie, like every film you think about that. Okay, it's basically a dream that, like I told you, it's you set a standard from the start, and while you're briefing your ADs or the actors or the musicians, the background score, make something like you're proud of, and if on the steps of Oscars your music will play, how would you play it? So you brief and inspire someone like that, you also get inspired, but then you forget about it and you try and make a fantastic film that you are proud of. What the destiny of the film is comes to know later, but yes, it's always that you had something in that mind. Okay, yeah, national award winning, if your tag comes on with your name, you feel happy. The same as Oscars. I mean, who won't want it? It's like ये झूठ होगा बोलना कि बोलेंगे नहीं, I don't care about awards. I'll just go for the movie. Obviously, you're making a fantastic film. You're living for the film. You make a good film, and if somebody says that I'm going to give you Oscar, and if you say no, I think you're in the wrong business.
So, but does this achievement put more pressure on you for your future projects? कि यार अभी तो कुछ और तगड़ा ही करना पड़ेगा types?
No, nothing like that. I mean, see, each film has its own destiny, and you always think for every film the same thing. It's not that ye mil gaya, like last time I got Americom National Award. Doesn't mean that I'm so pressurized to make Sarbjit. Oscar happened, that is just coming into the list. It's a proud moment to come into the list also. And it's not that, my God, now I am on the list and my third film has to be even better. No. Every film has to be the same, full heart you put in every film to make it happen. So obviously my third film, Bhumi, will also be the same way. The first film was also the same, the third film will also be the same.
So according to you, what was it about the film that appealed to the jury that got in?
Maybe it's a very international subject as such. Two nations and a person who's stuck in a jail for 23 years, it's unbelievable. And a family who's striving to get him out. I think it's a very niche subject. Maybe that is what convinced them. I have no idea. We got selected, but I think, yes, they don't look at song and dance. Though I must be wrong, because Slumdog Millionaire had songs, La La Land has songs. So it's nothing like they don't like songs. Maybe they're looking at it in a different way. MS Dhoni has been also nominated. So maybe biopic is what got nominated from here. But the other films that are there are not biopics. So it's a question mark. Until we learn what works over there, we won't know.
Okay. So while making any biopic for that matter, is the censor board kind of a deterrent factor कि यार ये करूँगा तो कुछ controversy हो सकती है, censor क्या करेगा? Does it go in the back of your mind?
No. We don't think about that. It's a good subject that compels you to make that story, and a good watch. It has to be a good watch. Censor, you don't think so much. Yeah, if you're doing over the board thing and you're thinking कि adults हो जाएगा film और you होना चाहिए, then you think about censor, but not that choosing a subject doesn't make sense.
Which is your favorite biopic and why?
I can call him Barry Cohen, Sarbjit, and now Dangal is a very nice biopic. MS Dhoni is a nice biopic. I mean, I like these. I mean, generally the new genre has come in of biopics, which we didn't have. So a new avenue has opened up into for all the directors, and true events are working worldwide. It used to work always, and lately for the last 3 or 4 years, India has also started, and this will stay over here because it's a new avenue. We've been doing love stories for centuries, so why not another aspect which people are like it's demanding, and suddenly all the actors are taking like we'll do a biopic because they
in
think
thing nowadays.
in thing or their acting capability has been tested, so that's why an actor wants to portray I can do something better than what I've been doing before.
If you had to make a biopic on an international figure, which person would you choose, and which actor would you like to play that role?
An Indian actor or a
Go for it. कोई भी international figure पे आपको करनी है?
That I don't know yet. I mean, we've been thinking long back also, like Queen Elizabeth ho, yeah, Mata Hari. She's a very interesting figure. It's like Cleopatra you grew on. So these are, as it is, I'm talking about 3 females. I just noticed that they're all 3 females, but no, something historical, something which is made a huge name somewhere, but I can't pinpoint because I've not thought about it yet. I would love to work with Leonardo, and so you think of an actor and you think which role he'll mold in, maybe that, but I have not thought about it. But that's a good question. I will think about it more.
So we have been seeing in the past few years when Indian films are not making much of a splash in the Oscars. Is there any particular reason for it? Why do you think so?
I think the same reason, like because we tend to impress our Indian audience, so Indian thinking is different. Though Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies come here and make a mark, so we do see that also. But our mindset over here has not changed, and until that changes, because you see worldwide films, it's very sensible way of looking at cinema. We also do that, but maybe Hollywood think that we do
Song and
dance routine. So that has to break, and they should come to. I mean, क्या होता है? Only one entry has been sent through India. Maybe that is what and who chooses that? Only एक ही entry जाना, and you're banking on only that to get selected. There are 100 more good movies, and we've not even pushed it. This was a separate entity. I mean, entry into Oscar. That's why it got selected. Maybe everyone should try it next year and send it on their own and not wait for like this is the official entry. See, this was not an official entry, but still it got listed. So that should be a process from next year. Then I think lots of avenues will be open.
Coming to biopics, the biopics that we have seen in India, they mostly focus on a person from the hinterlands. Even Mary Kom was like that, Dangal bhi वैसी है. What is it about it that makes it more interesting for the Indian audience as opposed to an urban story or an urban person, something like The Wolf of Wall Street, for example? So that was not a biopic, but
that was not a biopic. See, it has to be an interesting watch. Somebody's story either has to inspire you or create some emotions in you. Why would I go and watch someone who is a common person? And common person वैसे भी जाता है भूलने के लिए into a theater कि I want to do something different. But yet, biopics work because they see themselves in the film. It's like Mary Kom inspired them. Lots of females, lots of kids got inspired. So that is how biopics generally work. A common person, if his story has the upheaval, has the good, spikes in life, for a common person to see, it's like he's common, but he's done something phenomenal. Then yes, the movies will be made on astronauts, on cricketers. They are yet common people, but they've done something in life for other people to watch. History likhi gayi hai, and that's why people are making films on it. Common people par bhi banegi, but they have to do something extraordinary in life. And again, they don't become common then.
So if you had to go back now and revisit Sarbjit, would there be anything about the film that you would want to change? कि यार ये कुछ अलग करना चाहिए?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm very happy. Everyone fully dedicatedly acted in the film, and they've given 200% of what could be achieved from them. Like Aishwarya, fabulous, Randeep, fabulous, Richa, Darshan. They've set a standard for themselves and others to follow. I mean, you'll from 10 years down the line, you will take it out from the shelf and say, okay, the acting that they did in this thing was phenomenal. So I don't think so I'll be changing anything.
So when it comes to biopic, which is your favorite international biopic or Hollywood or?
See, it's international करके Indian आया था गांधी.
Yeah.
Gandhi is been there. In fact, Elizabeth, what Shekhar Kapoor had done, that was also very nice. Abraham Lincoln was nice. There are lots. I mean, they make so many biopics that you can't even think about. But these are often that you know of. Mandela, lots on Mandelas, but one Mandela was very very nice. So see, again, they are very politically inclined, but they have made some huge mark in the thing. Over here, what excites me more is the zero to hero films. That's what underdog story. And that gives you the goosebumps in the end. You adrenaline rush, and then once they conquer, you feel good. So I think that's how Dangal works.
Yeah.
That's how Mary Kom worked. So some hope, some desire to become something big. Superman is also that. An underdog.
Rocky.
A Rocky. So you get these emotions, and I like those movies.
Okay. So comparing Indian biopics with the biopics made internationally, do you think over here we tend to kind of make it more, take creative liberties to make it more palatable or interesting to the audience as opposed to how they
Everybody does that. Everybody does that. I mean,
we
abroad
dramatize
also.
it more?
No, everybody does that. Abroad also, every movie is dramatized. It's nothing that it's not dramatized. It's true to the character, yes, but to make a story, it's suppose 50 years, you're not going to do every year 50 years. You finishing that in 2 hours. So you're taking the most important points and joining the dots. In between is what you take a liberty. But everyone does that. I've seen foreign films, I've seen biopics abroad. What is real, उसमें से थोड़ा मसाला डाला जाता है, just to take from A to B and join the dots. So that is the liberty. But otherwise, yes, the years are right, everything is right. You're not going to completely fictionize the person. Then it's wrong. That's not a biopic. Then you just say based on true events, that's it. But people do that. Not here, we put songs. I think that is what they don't do. That is the only change. But drama they do completely. Huge. I mean, we've been growing up on those films, so they do drama, yes.
But how necessary is it over here to put in a song or in a biopic? Is it necessary कि यार गाना कुछ तो डालना पड़ेगा, otherwise?
No, I mean, that's again a mindset. I mean, you don't do a song in the film, which is okay because it still runs. Yes, it's another avenue of making money, maybe. It's how you promote your film on television. So those things do come in, and you don't make them sing. Background score तो डालते ही हैं. Now अगर एक normal picture में you get background score which is not there in real life, so as it is you are going beyond and putting music on a normal conversation. So that if somebody is singing behind is the same thing. Lip sync is wrong, yes, but when I was doing Sarbjit, दलबीर कौर said कि क्यों हम तो नाचते हैं गाते हैं, हम तो सॉन्ग मतलब गाते भी हैं उसमें, हमारी जब शादी होती तब नाचते हैं, तो that's what Tunglak was put. Rest everything else was a background score. That's how we changed it.
How is the family reacted to this, the Sarbjit?
Family, fantastic. I mean, I was in Agra right now and just suddenly got a call from Dalbir ji and says, बहुत बहुत बधाई हो, बहुत खुशी हुई, finally justice is done, अभी ये international हो गया है. तो मुद्दा somewhere, it's not the film, it's the subject, is the family that got justice. And if on a bigger platform worldwide, people would know actually what happened over there, so the film is successful in its own right. That's why she was very happy. Our whole village is happy. Badhai ho sabko, ye wo sab. Utkarshini, who's my writer, she's like finally, whoosh, justice is done. This is what we were tend to do, and so yes, everybody's happy. I think.
Tell us about the upcoming project Bhumi.
Bhumi is basically a Sanjay Dutt comeback film, and that's what I'm excited about. And people are also excited to see him again back on screen. And it's a father-daughter story. It's based in Agra. It's a revenge drama. It's a completely, जो भी मेरी picture में होता है, it's again the actor's dream role. So here also it's a huge, intensive, intensity वाला role है. And we're going to shoot Jan 29th onwards for 2 months in Agra. August 4th is the release.
Years back, Sanjay starred in this movie called Pita, which was based on A Time to Kill.
Yeah.
it was again a father-daughter story and a revenge drama. Are you apprehensive about comparisons being made
No,
or
no, nothing like that.
collections
That's
being
too
drawn?
far away. I mean, right now remakes are done in such a way that you don't even remember the earlier one. But there's nothing compared to that. It's a completely different story, and it's a revenge drama, yes, but it's topical. It's today's time. Lots of things are happening over here. It's based on that.
Okay. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you.